welcome back to my kitchen. It's Rog here once again, and for tea tonight we're going to have something special. Well, I think it's very special anyway. It's some stuffed bell peppers. I love this dish. I haven't had it for a while, and I'll share the recipe with you. It's going to be quite easy, very tasty, I'm sure about that. I'm going to cut the bell peppers in half, take out the pith inside, and we're going to stuff these bell peppers with mince, garlic, fried onion, and of course some seasoning. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Please try it for yourself, and without further ado, let's carry on with this recipe. Now we're going to need some ground beef. I've got about £1/2 pound here, but you can use whatever amount you want. 1 red pepper. I've got 1 white onion that's going to be finely chopped, some garlic powder, or you could use the fresh garlic if you wished. I'm going to need a little drop of cooking oil, not too much, just a little bit. We're going to need some lovely cheddar cheese that I've got here, good quality cheddar cheese as well. And we're going to need a bit of spicing up. We've got some black pepper here for the seasoning, and some sea salt for yourself. We'll start by cutting this onion. Without further ado, let's carry on with this recipe. Cut it in half, and I'm going to take off those little papery outsides. I mean, can't eat them, can you? They can go in the bin or on the compost heap in the garden. Might be even a better idea. So, as I said, we're going to chop these quite finely. A bit like this. That's great. So there they are, finished. And a red pepper. I'm going to cut this in half lengthways. I'll just point out there that I'll try to get a flat edge so they'll stand up, if possible. Cut that in half. We're going to do 2 pieces here, right through the stalk, and then we're going to take out this white pithy bit in the centre there. I mean, it's not a hot pepper, is it? It's a bell pepper. So if you leave a few seeds in there, it doesn't really matter. You're not going to notice, are you? Just tidy that up a little bit. Take that piece out, and that's that one done. And of course, we're going to need some grated cheddar cheese. Then again, you can use the amount that you want. I mean, I'm only cooking for 2 tonight, so I won't be using too much. That should be fine. Stop there. Then, in a pan, on the hob, we go with our chocolate cooking oil. I'm using olive oil, but you can use vegetable oil if you want. In we go with the chopped onions. We're going to saute these down. We don't want them brown, we want them soft. Like this. Just softened nicely. Then we can go in with our ground beef, minced beef. Once that's in, we're going to mix this together. Get the two nicely incorporated. Break it up a bit. Minced beef tends to stick in lumps, and we don't want lumps. So actually we'll just break that down a little bit. Then some seasoning, some sea salt, and some freshly cracked black pepper. In that goes. Then I'm going to add some garlic powder. I reckon about ½ a teaspoon should be fine. Don't want it too garlicky. And I've decided to put a little bit of heat, a little bit of a kick in it with some sriracha. You don't have to do this if you don't want, but I thought it would just add to the taste. It's all about taste. Now I'm going to put this in a separate bowl. I want this to cool down. See, it's still steaming and hot. So I'm going to leave that to rest for a while until it's cooled down. Once it's cooled down, I can add the cheese. And it's not going to melt while I mix it all together. So we get that mixed together, and then we can start to fill our bell pepper halves. And once they're filled, we just put a little topping of cheese on the top. Then it's off to the oven for about 30 minutes, gas mark 5. Then you end up with this. Served up with steamed rice and a nice crispy salad.